John McCain stabbed conservatives in the back when he provided the decisive vote to defeat the Senate's skinny repeal bill. Conservatives were furious at the process, but Trey Gowdy took it to another level with his stunning remarks. Gowdy echoed conservatives who were furious that the best the Senate leadership could come up with was a skinny repeal option which only eliminated the Obamacare individual and employer mandates as well as the medical device tax. This was a far cry from what Republicans like John McCain had promised on the campaign trail for 7 years. House Oversight Chairman Trey Gowdy is irritated with the Republican Party for having 7 years to come up with a health care plan but only managing to think of a skinny repeal. Our problem is for 7 years telling people what we're against and what we're opposed to, and then we've had 7 months to govern, and the best we can come up with is a skinny plan on 24 hours notice. Gowdy said during a Friday morning Fox News interview. We've had 7 years to figure it out and the best we can come up with is something called skinny, he continued to mock. Co-host Brian Kilmeade asked Gowdy what next steps are given the Senate's skinny repeal failed very early Friday. Gowdy asserted that Republicans have to go back and try again because Obamacare is failing and repeal and replace was a fundamental promise of the Trump campaign. It's not going to be done with 24 hours notice and a bill that has the word skinny in it, he reiterated. One reason Republicans were forced to scale back their repeal bills was because of liars like John McCain. In 2015, McCain voted for an Obamacare repeal bill that was vetoed by Obama, but was seen as a test vote for what the GOP could pass if they retained their congressional majorities and won the White House in 2016. And in 2016, McCain aired a campaign ad about how he was leading the fight to repeal Obamacare. But when the moment of truth arrived, McCain was exposed as a fraud. He opposed the same legislation he once voted for, that forced the GOP to scramble for something that could pass the Senate and keep the hope of full repeal alive when the Senate and the House met for a conference committee to hash out the final legislation. Conservatives like Rand Paul and Mike Lee voted for the skinny repeal option for this very reason. His true intentions were to keep Obamacare in place. He was lying to the American people when he claimed he wanted to repeal Obamacare. Trey Gowdy was right in saying that the GOP needed to do better than a skinny repeal. And John McCain backstabbed the president, the party and the American people when he voted no.